Welcome back to my channel. I bet you didn't know that sitting at your airport gate could actually make you a bigger target for theft. In fact, airport gates are hotspots for pickpockets and opportunistic thieves who know travelers are often distracted, tired, or glued to their phones. You just got through security and your first instinct is to head straight to your gate and sit down, right? You find a seat, plug in your phone, and start the countdown until boarding. But while you're distracted, thieves may be watching for easy targets, like bags left on the floor or valuables left unattended while you grab a snack. It feels responsible, like you're doing the right thing. But is it really the best move? Thieves often work in pairs. One distracts you with a question, while the other quietly slips your bag away. According to the TSA, thousands of thefts are reported in U.S. airports every year, and gate areas are a prime location. Are you going to spend hours crammed into a hard chair, surrounded by noise, and risk your belongings being snatched when you least expect it? I'm convinced it's one of the biggest travel mistakes we all make. To protect yourself, always keep your bags in sight, use anti-theft backpacks, and never leave your phone or wallet charging unattended. Today, I want to challenge that habit. I'll give you more undeniable reasons to avoid sitting at the gate while you wait for your flight, including how to keep your belongings safe. Stick with me. This could change the way you travel forever. Reason number 2, the chaos zone. If you've ever traveled by air, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The airport gate area is where order dissolves into a swirling mass of humanity, and the stress levels start to rise before you even board your flight. The gate is the epicenter of airport madness. Hundreds of anxious, tired, and excited people packed into one space. It's a melting pot of emotions, with everyone just trying to get to their destination, but all crammed together in a space that feels way too small for the number of people in it. It's a sensory overload, constant announcements blaring over the PA system, the endless rumble of suitcase wheels, and every kind of conversation happening at once. You'll hear everything from business calls to family squabbles, and the background noise never really stops. You can't relax. Even if you put on noise-canceling headphones, the chaos seeps in. It's like trying to nap in Times Square. There's just too much going on and your brain can't tune it all out. The lights, the sounds, the movement, it's relentless. You're not resting, you're enduring. Every minute feels longer than the last as you wait for your group to be called. People shift in their seats, check their phones, and sigh in frustration. The discomfort is almost universal. The gate area is designed for processing people, not for comfort or peace. The seats are hard, the armrests are awkward, and there's barely enough space for everyone's bags, let alone their legs. It's a holding pen, not a lounge. By sitting there, you're absorbing all that frantic energy. The stress is contagious. One person's anxiety about a delayed flight quickly spreads to everyone around them. You can almost feel the tension in the air. There's no personal space, no escape from the noise or the crowds. You're shoulder to shoulder with strangers, and every inch of space is occupied. If you're lucky, you might find a spot to put your bag, but don't count on it. It's visually exhausting. Flashing screens, bright ads, and a sea of luggage everywhere you look. Your eyes dart from the flight information board to your phone to the gate agent, always on alert for any change or update. You're sharing stress, not just space. Every sigh, every nervous glance at a watch, every whispered complaint adds to the collective anxiety. It's a group experience, but not in a good way. The only way out is onto the plane, which isn't exactly relaxing either. Boarding is just the next phase of the ordeal. Lining up, shuffling forward, hoping there's still overhead bin space left for your bag. And let's not forget the unpredictable elements. Crying babies, last-minute gate changes, and the constant fear that your flight might be delayed or canceled. It's a recipe for exhaustion before you even take off. So why do we do it? Habit. We're conditioned to head straight for the gate, as if being close to the boarding door will somehow make the flight come sooner or guarantee us a better seat. But the airport is full of quieter, more comfortable places. There are lounges, empty corridors, and even quiet corners where you can actually breathe and collect your thoughts. Escaping the gate area is the first step to reclaiming your pre-flight peace. It's about giving yourself permission to step away from the chaos and find a little calm before the journey ahead. You just have to look beyond the chaos. The next time you're at the airport, resist the urge to join the crowd at the gate. Seek out a quieter spot, and you'll start your trip feeling a little more human. Reason 3. The gate is an amenity desert. If you've ever spent more than a few minutes at your gate, you know exactly what I mean. The moment you sit down, you realize just how little is actually provided for travelers in this area. It's almost as if the airport expects you to simply wait quietly without any real comfort or convenience. What's actually there? Uncomfortable chairs, maybe a water fountain tucked away in a corner, and a few precious power outlets. Always occupied, of course. You'll see people huddled around the only available charging station, their devices stacked and tangled in a desperate attempt to get a little extra battery before boarding. The seating is hard, the armrests are awkward, and there's rarely enough space for everyone, especially during busy travel times. Hungry? The gate has no food, there's no snack bar, no fresh coffee, not even a vending machine in sight. If you're lucky, you might find a sad, pre-packaged sandwich at a nearby kiosk, but it's never fresh and always overpriced. For most travelers, the only option is to go searching for something better. You'll have to trek to a food court and bring your overpriced sandwich back to your hard chair. Balancing your meal on your lap, you try not to spill as you awkwardly eat, all while keeping an eye on your belongings and the departure board. It's hardly a relaxing way to pass the time, especially if you're already tired from traveling. The setup assumes you'll only be there a few minutes, but delays happen. Flights get pushed back, boarding times change, and suddenly you're stuck in this barren space for an hour or more. The longer you wait, the more you notice just how little there is to do. There's no entertainment, no comfortable place to stretch out, and nothing to distract you from the endless waiting. Meanwhile, the rest of the airport is full of options. Food courts with a variety of cuisines, coffee shops with soft chairs and outlets, bars where you can unwind, and lounges that feel more like living rooms than waiting areas. These spaces are designed for comfort with plenty of seating, good lighting, and a lively atmosphere. You can grab a real meal, sip a drink, or just relax and watch the world go by. Need a clean restroom? The ones near the gates are always crowded with lines stretching out the door. If you want a little privacy or a cleaner space, you'll have to venture further into the terminal, away from the congested gate area. It's just another reminder that the gate is the least comfortable place to spend your time. By camping out at the gate, you're choosing the worst equipped part of the airport. You're surrounded by noise, crowds, and a general sense of impatience. There's no space to spread out, no way to truly relax, and nothing to make the wait feel shorter or more pleasant. It's like going to a 5-star resort and sitting in the broom closet. Why settle for the bare minimum when there are so many better options just steps away? The airport is full of hidden gems, quiet corners, comfortable lounges, and places where you can actually enjoy your time before the flight. The terminal is a small city. Explore it. Wander through the shops, discover new restaurants, or just take a walk to stretch your legs. You might find a cozy nook with a great view of the runway, or a cafe with the perfect atmosphere for reading or working. Find a spot with food, drinks, and power, and set up your base there. You'll be more comfortable, more productive, and much happier while you wait. Whether you want to catch up on emails, enjoy a meal, or just relax, there's a better place for it than the gate. You can always walk to the gate when boarding starts. There's no need to hover anxiously by the door. The airport's announcements and displays will let you know when it's time to head over, and you'll arrive refreshed instead of frazzled. You won't miss your flight, but you will miss out on a much better waiting experience if you stay at the gate. Don't settle for less. Make the most of your time at the airport and turn the wait into something you actually enjoy. Reason 4. Sitting at the gate amplifies your stress. You'd think being close to the plane would be calming, but it's the opposite. You're in a state of constant vigilance, watching the clock, the screens, the agents, the other passengers. You can't relax because you feel like you need to be ready to jump up at any moment. Every announcement, every movement becomes a source of anxiety. If there's a delay, you experience it in slow motion, surrounded by collective groans. You're marinating in stress, turning a simple wait into a high-stakes drama. If you were elsewhere, a lounge, a cafe, you'd get a notification, shrug, and keep enjoying your time. Being away from the gate creates psychological distance from the stress. The goal before a flight should be to decompress, not wind yourself up. Set an alarm for boarding, find a peaceful spot, and let go of the need to be vigilant. Trust the process. Your stress levels will thank you. Reason 5. By staying at the gate, you're missing out on the airport's hidden gems. Most travelers don't realize that airports are more than just a place to wait for your flight. They're vibrant spaces, full of surprises and opportunities for discovery, if you're willing to look beyond the boarding area. Airports are like mini cities, art installations, observation decks, spas, even movie theaters. Some terminals have gardens, yoga rooms, or interactive exhibits. There are places to relax, places to be inspired, and places to simply enjoy the moment. You might even stumble upon a live music performance or a pop-up market showcasing local crafts. You're paying for access to all this, but you're sitting at the entrance, missing the show. Think about it. Your ticket grants you entry to a world of experiences. But if you never leave your seat, you're letting those moments slip by unnoticed. The airport is a stage, and you're invited to explore every corner. Walking the terminal is a chance to discover unique shops, local food, or a quiet zone. You might find a bookstore with rare finds, a cafe serving regional specialties, or a peaceful nook perfect for reading or meditating. Every step you take is an opportunity to make your layover memorable. It's good for your body and mind. Stretch your legs, get your blood flowing, and break the monotony. Instead of feeling drained by hours of waiting, you can return to your gate refreshed, having moved, explored, and maybe even learned something new about the city you're passing through. Every terminal has its own character, but the gate is always the same. The seating, the announcements, the endless scrolling on your phone, it all blurs together. But step away, and you'll notice how each airport reflects its city's culture, art, and energy in subtle and surprising ways. Build in extra time to wander, explore, and see what you find. Even just 20 minutes can open up a whole new side of the airport. You might discover a hidden lounge, a rooftop terrace, or a quirky souvenir shop that makes you smile. Watch planes, check out the art, or just people watch. Airports are crossroads of the world, full of fascinating stories and fleeting moments. Sometimes the best part of travel is simply observing the world in motion around you. Turn dead time into discovery time. Instead of counting the minutes, fill them with curiosity. Let yourself be surprised by what you find. A new favorite snack, a piece of art, or a quiet spot to recharge. You'll arrive at your gate just before boarding, feeling energized and like you've already had a mini adventure. That sense of exploration can transform your mood and set a positive tone for the rest of your journey. Don't let the exploration deficit rob you of that experience. The airport can be more than a waiting room. It can be a place of wonder, connection, and even joy if you let it. Make the airport part of your journey, not just a hurdle. Embrace the unexpected, and you'll find that even the most routine layover can become a highlight of your trip. There's more to see than you think. Next time you fly, give yourself permission to explore and turn your wait into an adventure. Reason 6. Sitting at the gate makes boarding more stressful. The moment pre-boarding is announced, a crowd forms. People stand up, block the lane, and create confusion. This gate lice phenomenon slows everything down and makes boarding chaotic. If you're right there, you're in the middle of the mess, checking your ticket, getting jostled, feeling rushed, but your seat is assigned. There's no need to compete. By waiting elsewhere, you avoid the scrum. When your group is called, you stroll up, scan your pass, and board calmly. You spend less time in line and less time in the cramped airplane seat. The goal is to minimize your time in that metal tube, not maximize it. The boarding bottleneck is a product of travel anxiety, but you can opt out. Stay away from the gate until it's your turn. It's a simple change that makes your final airport moments and your first moments on the plane so much better. Don't get caught in the bottleneck. So there you have it. The gate is chaotic, uncomfortable, stressful, and keeps you from exploring and boarding smoothly. Next time you fly, treat the terminal as part of your trip. Find a quiet corner, a good restaurant, or a comfortable lounge. Set an alarm for boarding, relax, and trust you won't miss your flight. You'll arrive calmer and happier. Let me know your favorite airport waiting spots or travel hacks in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more travel tips.